Hello and welcome back to Inspiration. We're going to be finding another pose breakdown today, and we're going to begin building upon that Bakasana that we found in our last video. So we're going to again find our way into that Malasana squat, where we find that nice firm foundation through both feet. The elbows either on top of the knees, they can draw to the inner portions of our knees. We hug the low belly and working the length through our spine, the hands to the heart center. And then we allow the hands to release to the earth, finding that they're about shoulder distance apart and about 4 to 8 inches away from the feet. And then we'll start to shift that body weight onto our hands as we rock up onto the balls of our feet. We'll start to lift the hips gently. We continue to shift that body weight forward as we allow the elbows to bend. Remembering that we want the elbows above the wrists so that we can work those feet off the earth. Now as we hug the low belly in and we get up into that crow posture, maybe we want to start to release one knee from the elbow and draw it up into the chest, so we work our way in towards that one-legged crow. So as we find that strength moving through those obliques, hugging those floating ribs together, as we work our knees off the arms one at a time. And so we can find that on the opposite side as well. We lift that knee off, the knee draws up into the chest. We see if we can keep those big toes connected as we build that strength through the core. And as we start to get those knees off the arms, we'll most likely see that our knee will drop to the earth. Maybe we'll fall off the arms a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal. That's all part of our practice. We want to start to really notice that strength that moves through the obliques in this one-legged crow or Ekapada Bakasana. Now as we start to work that knee to chest action, and we can find that we can hold it. As we work the strength through the core, we can start to extend through our leg, finding the hug of the low belly, that balance in those hands, as we really start to press through the fingertips, all 10 of the knuckles of the palm. We want to start to lift out of the center of those hands as we maintain the length out of that foundation. Now we do want to maintain balance in our postures, so we always want to do both sides if we try. So we want to find that availability as it is, and we rock our way back into those malasanas as we find that grounding in that foundation. Now a nice little twist after working our one-legged crows is really nice. So we'll find that twisted malasana, releasing that right hand down to the earth. Our left hand gently reaches back and up, and really notice how it's the roll of the shoulder back that invites that stretch through the side body. And we'll reach through those fingertips as we continue to roll that shoulder back and down. Now as we find this twisted malasana, finding that length across the collarbones. Maybe that back left hand will gently release behind the back into our half bind. We continue to keep that weight even through both feet, that gentle twist through the core. And then we can extend through the fingertips. We'll release that twist back to our midline. And we'll just find that twist on that opposite side. Releasing that left hand down to the earth. Notice how we keep that knee up into that upper arm. We roll that right shoulder back and down. Begin to reach through those right fingertips as we find that extension across the collarbones. We also want to find that right shoulder really rolls back and down the spine as we find that length out of our foundations. And then gently in exhale, can find our release back to our midline. Maybe we chose to find that half bind as we did on the other side. We find our way back to that malasana though. We'll gently release the sit bones to the earth, the legs will extend, and as always, we want to find that hinge at the hips, working our way into a Paschimottanasana. Find that extension through the back sides of the legs, the length through the spine as we just let ourselves relax over that foundation. And then drawing the gaze forward, reaching through the chest forward and up, the shoulders turn up and over the hips. We'll begin to make our way into our bound angle, drawing the soles of the feet together. Just let the knees gently fall out towards the side. As we work that opening through the inner hip flexors, just find that we open up those feet gently like books. It works a gentle stretch through the ankles. Now hug the low belly in. Draw those floating ribs together to work that length out of the spine, and then remind yourself to just let the legs relax. And then gently we'll hinge at the hips, we'll reach the chest forward as we work our way into this forward fold over our bound ankle. And we want to let the shoulders remain relaxed back and down the spine, maybe even feel a gentle strength building between the shoulder blades. And then reaching through the chest forward and up, the shoulders back up and over the hips, we'll draw the knees together as we find our way into a comfortable seated position. And after we find ourselves just being grateful for all that our body is capable of. Because it's really quite a blessing for the mobility that we do already have. So thank you and namaste, yogis.